sexual exploitation. And in their desperation to beat off the competition, many resort to surgery to get this done.
Yeah, and it's sad that this is happening all across the world, because I think one of the girls on there, she came all the way from London to Philadelphia just to get a cheaper surgery. Now, can you believe that the ticket cost her more money than the surgery that she was coming for? Because it's not cheap to come from London to Philadelphia, but she rather take the money. She figured she was saving money by coming all the way from London to Philadelphia, even though the ticket probably cost her twice as much or 3 times as much, that she could have actually taken that money, saved up a little bit more, and actually got it done at a place where they're actually practicing it, that they have a license for. So this phenomena of trying to look beautiful just so someone can appreciate you is a sad thing, because, we're a Christian. We talk about a lot of things that are taboo to the church. That's why we say, to know our glory, you got to know our backstory. Everything has a backstory, but it seems like this backstory is that, as you said before, there are some women, it's not necessarily, I don't know if they don't love themselves. As Tracy said, they want someone else to like them or love them or admire them. Everybody's looking for someone to care about them more than they do themselves.
Well, I'm just going to be an open book. Everybody that know me, at least I still have my limbs.
There's not a lot of people that know you, but go ahead. Everybody that know me, like she's something like E.F. Hutton, but go ahead.
Well, I'm BF. I'm BF McCain. E.F. Hutton don't have nothing on me. Now, everyone that knows me know I have small limbs, but I wouldn't dare try to inject nothing in them to get them, pump them up and make my arms bigger or my legs bigger, because the next person I'm going to talk about, her quest for the perfect bottom left her with no limbs.
Yeah.
Mother's botched black market injections led to quadruple amputation. This lady's name was April Michelle Brown, which is 46 years old. She's a hairstylist, and she had a flat butt. She wanted a bigger butt and did it the illegal way and almost died. She had 27 operations and was in a coma. And the only way they could save her was to cut off her limbs.
Now, that's sad because of infection, because that silicone was, going up. And if it had probably reached her lungs or any of those important organs, she would have died. But to hear that, this is a sad thing to me. To hear that or to see something like that is not going to stop vanity. It's not going to stop the person that's still going to sit there and say, that was her, not me. Because if you look at it back in history, cigarettes have been around for how long?
Forever.
Surgeon General has that this can kill you,
right.
And people are still smoking. Situations like this don't seem to stop people from wanting to continuously think this won't happen to me. And the worst thing that can happen to one of these young ladies is that she goes and get the silicone injection and nothing happens to her, because she's going to think this is the best way to go. I can try it again. I want more.
Oh, yeah, they're repeat offenders for this thing, because actually it's just like the air pump into a tire. Over time, it deflates. And so once it deflates and their buttocks drop down, they go back for a fix to have it done, pumped back up.
And that's good you said that. Say that again, because I think a lot of people don't realize the fact that this is not just a one-time only thing,
Right.
Pump and gun. You've got to come back again, because over time it deflates. Mm-hmm. And what happens is that it may deflate, but the chemicals in your body doesn't go away.
Right. The chemicals are still in there. And, everything sits dormant. Any little thing could bring any disease on. This lady that was talking, April, is just amazing to me. She's a head, as she said, and a torso.
Well, if you're using the same stuff you use to pump up a tire and it can deflate, then I can imagine your butt will too.
But just drop it and hang it. Not from the regular gravity like everybody go through.
Right.
It's just hanging. And they're looking at, and I'm shocked with her, because hers wasn't to get into the industry, the entertainment industry. She wanted attention from men, like most women do stuff to get the attention from men. She felt as though she had a pancake butt. And when she had the butt and everything, it was nice, but she didn't even get to enjoy the butt.
And then too, another thing you didn't say, and I'm not sure how it works with her, she was a hairdresser and she lost her limbs.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, did you see the picture of her?
yeah,
That is just amazing.
And one of the girls there, was it the girl, one of the girls' a birthday or something like that?
Claudia, the one that came from London.
Right.
She died on her birthday because she wanted to get, she wanted to break out into the hip hop industry, and she was getting rejected from the video people. So that was not her first time doing it, though. So she went back came back from overseas to get another injection, had a reaction, couldn't breathe, and ended up dying on her birthday. And Miss Patch Winslow fled the scene. It happened right there that quickly.
Now, if that doesn't stop somebody, here it is. This person, she dies on her birthday. The person in this hotel, and she came from London to Philadelphia, left her in there to die. And there will still be thousands of people right now. There might be one even listening to the show right now and turned it off like, I don't care. Right. I'm getting my butt injection. Right, exactly. I got the super glue in my hand.
Booty pad.
I got the super glue in my hand, and that's good. Buy a booty pad. And men will be very upset about that, by the way. I'm just letting you know.
But let's talk about that.
Don't fake it. Don't fake it. I'm not saying go get the silicone, but don't fake it, girl.
Well,
don't fake it. Go ahead, talk about it. I'm standing up for the brothers.
Well, you stand up for them, and I'm standing up for the women. Because, ladies, I really want us, this is a wake-up call. I really want us to really start to learn ourselves. Everyone, no one is perfect, but be grateful for what God gave you. Because this lady, April, have no limbs just because of vanity. A young lady is dead because they want men to seek them, look at them, desire them. But if you love yourself, that will come eventually. So I know, Mr. Ricardo, that men love women with big butts, baby gap back, and doing the butt, all that good stuff. But, why is it that, even going back from the slavery days, why is it that a man just go, ooh, with our race especially, they got to have a big backside?
Well, I think one of the reasons that society has dictated it, and especially the culture of hip-hop and stuff like that, has dictated that this is something that's acceptable. Back in the day when I was, in the 60s and the 70s and 80s, when I was a young man, having a big butt wasn't as prevalent. You wanted to have a girl that looked cute. I think back in the 80s, light skin was in. It wasn't big butt. It was light skin or, and stuff like that. Light skinned men were in, and light skinned women, you were going between the light and white, and you're going to have a show about that as well. So it wasn't necessarily that. I think what happened was with the hip hop thing and people being on, the radio, on the TV, and you're looking at them and they're shaking their behind. Everybody wanted to have that kind of popularity because once we got to social media, the girl that had the cute behind, everybody was looking at the picture. You got like 1,600 likes, within like 2 seconds.
And so, probably dumb as bricks.
Well, we don't know that.
I said probably.
Well, we don't know that. So
if she getting butt injections, anyway.
And we got to watch out for Brenda because she forget that you can't just say what you want to say sometimes on the radio.
I ain't calling her name out
because the girl could have been smart. She could have been a scholar and just did something wrong. She could have made a big mistake. Everybody makes mistakes sometimes.
They do.
And passion and vanity will supersede sometimes intelligence because people will sit there. They could make millions of dollars, be the smartest person in the world, but their vanity or their feelings, they may feel depressed because this man don't want them and do one thing stupid and cost their lives. I'm quite sure that this girl from London wasn't thinking that she was going to come and end her life. But again, going back to the men, it's unfortunate that society has dictated that now, that a big behind on a woman is something that you want to have instead of having a woman that will, be there by your side, that will love you, that that will care for you if you need them, and you all help with each other. But that's society nowadays. Everybody's looking for that. And I will say this, and I'm gonna get in some trouble for this. This is just my get in trouble moment. I blame every woman that decides that they want to do that to please a man.
I blame them too.
Because if that is only thing that your man wants from you is that you have to have a big behind, then he is missing the value of who you are.
But now, do you really think it's more the men that are trying to get the women to do this, or do you think it's really the women's vanity? I know.
Both.
I think 70% of the men, because women, it's just the nature of the beast.
But
you
so
always want to be attracted to how the opposite sex attracted.
But basically,
you're
you're saying the man has the power to make the woman do something.
They do.
No, a woman.
They shouldn't, but they do.
But see that, and then that's a problem because.
And we didn't even let Tracy finish her statement.
A man shouldn't. But go ahead, Tracy.
No, and I'm saying this because I know someone who is not particularly into men, and she went and had her butt done.
Well, whoever the desire they after, who is the object of their desire?
Was it just she wanted to do it for herself?
I think she did, because she was really serious about working out and looking good. And, one day she just showed up and she had a whole lot more butt than the last time I saw her.
Yeah.
But it looked odd.
Was it a butt pad, or she really had it done?
She would have had her butt done.
And in some cases, people will do that just, you women do this a lot of times sometimes. So don't get me mad. Y'all cut your hair because you just feel like cutting your hair. I just want to change the color of my hair. I just felt like it today. And it's just may have been this one woman that just probably said, hey, I saw it on the TV. They were all excited about it. Hey, I might want to go, get a butt, silicone shot in me with some super glue. I mean, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but, people will do that because of low self-esteem or just boredom. I mean, let's be honest. People do some of this stuff just because they're bored and they see somebody who's getting this attention. I mean, you saw this one girl who changed her whole look just so she could look like the Kardashian girl.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like,
That's not just girls doing that, though.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, 'cause
guys
it was a
doing
guy.
that. The guy that was trying to look like Justin Bieber, and he looked like a blowfish.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, they look terrible.
You get some people to do some crazy things because they're even not satisfied, bored, discontent, something of nature. But when you hear someone has died from silicone injection, industrial strength that has metal inside of it, that can go up into your lungs and go into vital organs of your body, like your heart, and kill you, then something should tell you at this point that my life, the way I am now, is much more important than what somebody may see me as. And if you don't get to the point where, can I just say this, because I know half of you all are probably going to be gone after this. If you don't have God in your life, that's the person that dictates that you will not do crazy things. Because I've been a minister for 20 years, and the thing that keeps me from doing crazy things has still been Jesus Christ. Because without him, I do a lot of crazy things. So you've got to have someone in your life that's a little bit more important than you that will stop you from doing the crazy things. There's a dog that's right next to my house. If I didn't know Jesus, he'd be dead right now. I'm telling you right now. He'd be dead because he barks so much. So you've got to say to yourself sometimes, if it wasn't for Jesus, I would be doing this. But thanks be to God that I'm not. And it's got to be, I don't want to take these silicone shots. Hey, we're going to come back with another subject. I hope you enjoyed that. We got another current situation coming back. This is Reverend Rick McCain along with my baby, my girl, my boo. We'll be right back after these messages.
This is D. Curtis Randall with the Gospel Countdown Rewind, taking a look back at this week's Gospel Top 10.
Number 10.
Do you mind if I testify and tell you of the goodness of my Lord?
Number 9.
I'm not the same. Ever since I met the Savior, see my life has changed. I must admit, back in the day, I did some crazy things.
Number 8.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. The one and only God. You are God.
Number 7. Number 6.
I will do anything.
Number 5.
This means war.
Number 4.
Can y'all help us sing this tonight? Say you're amazing. Shout you're amazing.
Number 3.
Trust in the name of the Lord.
Number 2.
Join Lady T, Art the Baptist, Robert Reno, and myself as we play the best in gospel music on the D. Curtis Randall Show. Saturdays from 5 to 7 p.m. Central on UrbanBroadcastMedia.com. UBM.
It's UBM Talk.